What did I tell you before? I told you, you didn't listen. You are no good to your mother if you don't eat the spice.
Yo, I think that I think black mothers, like African American mothers, should take a Nigerian mother class, because Nigerian mothers say, without cursing you out, or being direct, they say the most.
They get mad if you don't take a plate home. I know that. So my daughter is married to a Nigerian guy.
Oh, okay.
And so we go to visit their family.
Yeah.
And they got mad that I wouldn't take a plate home.
No, your daughter in Houston? Your daughter in Houston?
No, not that one. My other one. And so I didn't know that was kind of a thing.
Yes.
And
I was
I was like, no,
you
we
don't
good.
like my food enough to take it with you?
Right. That's right.
You don't like my food enough. My food ain't good enough for you to want a fucking plate.
Dude, I had no idea I was offending them, man. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to put it in my car because I didn't want it to spill.
It's offensive because they'll say, "Can we make you a plate to take home?" And when I was in Nigeria,
I'm like, no.
When I was in Nigeria, I was a teenager, and my parents, we had to go to our different uncles and aunts' houses, and remember, Nigerian food is pretty heavy, and so we were eating at everybody's house, So there's one, my uncle went to another house, and my uncle said, "Do you want to eat something? Do you want some fufu? You want some?" I was like, "Man, I want like this." No, I'm okay. My father pulled me to say, come here. It's like, you never refuse food, ever. That is our culture. You have to just take something. It could be something small.
Little.
Don't ever refuse food. You are insulting people. Oh, my father taught me that shit.
Wow.
I was like,
Godfrey, but just think about this. You Nigerian, and that's what you was taught. If you said that to my son, Hassan, who is 10, you said exactly that. Hassan would be doing it with you. So there's no food. Get over here. Come here. You do not do that. You take some food, even if it's a little bit. You take some. You do not do that. Hassan be like this, like, my daddy don't play that shit. when you Muslim, you go into a lot of different people's house and you eating, and they offer you some food. Boy, listen, even you just take a little bit. You gotta eat all of it. You just take a little bit.
Nope. Say something.
Don't, boy. Oh, Hassan like, nah, my daddy don't play it, because I don't play that.
Yeah.
When you go to people's house, and see, I'm always doing kitma.
So what are you saying, Ali? Don't take food? What are you saying?
No,
I'm saying some. You do. You gotta take a little bit.
You don't have to eat it all.
So is that a Muslim tradition? That's not necessarily.
That's actually culture. That's actually our actual culture. This is not a fad. This is actual culture. This is Nigerian and West Indian,
African American, and some
this
southern
is
places.
Actual culture.
Yeah.
See, a lot of things people be saying, like, we doing it for the culture. Goddamn verses ain't the goddamn culture. Hanging your pants, that ain't the fucking culture. This right here is actual cultural things that you're supposed to know, because because this is what people don't understand. Family ties.
What's the history of it, though? Can you
ties
give me the history?
Ties are sown through families through what they call kitma, which is food. Through food, you sit down and you eat with people. You eat with people, man.
I'm saying, what's the history of it?
I'm telling you the history. That is
the history. Listen. It's like that.
It's okay if you don't know.
But listen, Rodney. It's Spanish cultures are the same. Italians, are you fucking kidding me? Italians, same thing. The food is like of the heart. Food is like
of the heart.
It's a connection. They put love into the food, and you're refusing that love on some real shit.
Rodney, let me tell you something.
Rodney looks like he about to refuse all kind of shit. He don't give a fuck.
I promise on everything. I would.
I'm not in the business. I don't want to offend somebody.
I would,
but if I don't understand their culture, you know what I mean?
God damn it! Just take the food.
But it's not actually their code. This is the disconnect with African Americans. It's actually this is instilled in our DNA. We just then got away from understand. That's why the movie Soul Food got so big, because it gave people something to reconnect back with what is actually a cultural thing between all of us around the world that has this skin color. It is a cultural thing. You sit down with people and you eat and you sit and you squat and you talk and you. This is a love language. Food is a love language, Rodney. Because you don't understand. If I invite you to the comics dinner, Houston, bruh, I'm inviting you, and I have been preparing for you to come eat. Not today. I didn't start this shit today. I prepared a month, man, for the right. Now I'm doing something. Like, I'm going to kill something for you. It's going to be a roasted lamb that I killed with my hands, that I went and bought.
Halal.
Yeah, I'm going to do, man, it's going to be a lot in them pastries. It's going to be a lot in this food that the families are going to cook to present as a almost like a love. Hey, man, I love you because I slaved in this kitchen to make this happen for you. And I want you to eating. And for you, and something that you enjoy, you want to keep it, because man, I've been to some people's houses, man, and I've eaten some fufu that I got back home, and it was like, I wanted to sit with it a little bit. I'm like, man, understand how good this shit was.
What is fufu exactly?
Fufu is
is dope. They cook it, and you dip it. It's almost in a sauce all the time.
It's like different soups. There's egusi soup is one of my favorites. Egusi, there's okra, there's pepe, there's ebono.
Okra is the best.
You like okra? I'm egusi.
Yeah, okra is the best.
And then and fufu.
What's pepe?
It's like pounded yam. What?
What's pepe?
Pepper soup. It's like pepper soup. When we go pepper soup, it's pepper soup. It's like hot shit. But there's different soups, and you take the fufu. It's like pounded yam, whatever. And you ball it up and you dip it and you eat that bitch.
Is it sweet? What is it?
It's spicy, usually spicy. It's salty and spicy. Yeah.
You know what you can compare it to, Rodney? A dumpling.
Okay.
You can compare it to like chicken and dumplings.
You haven't eaten it yet. You got a son-in-law that's Nigerian, hasn't taken you,
because he ain't connected with him. Because, man, I'm telling you, and that's weird. That's weird.
And he be schooling me on the Bitcoin though. That motherfucker know his shit.
But that's weird. That because Nigerian men usually want to have a good connection with the father, like a really good connection. But me
and his dad is real cool. Me and his dad is cool. You know, I mean, they're cool people. You know, I tried the dishes, even the hot shit. I ate the hot shit. They got some shit like a collard green almost, but
Callaloo.
I think it varies from
the names change, but it's a green.
Yeah. But it was kind of spicy, like a spicy green. But that shit was good. That shit was good. I was like, this is like some spicy ass greens. You know, I can fuck with
it. But Rodney looks like an African dignitary.
Exactly. That's why I don't understand why he can't.
Rodney looks like a guy be like, welcome to my compound. I'm so happy for you to be here. My people have been waiting for you. The political situation in my country, we have to find a way to come together with all the nations. You look like an African dignitary.
Hey, I got a script like that while you playing.
Okay, but you look like you have the look, man. Like,
yeah, you got it down.
You got it down. You know,
my country is in great need.
We are in great need, and we are very disappointed at the situation. We have to find a way to make peace with the other nations.
Yeah,
this is the last time I was talking to you. I'm very disappointed. Come and meet me.
I have spoken to the leader of Togo, and he has not responded back to anything that I have demanded from him.
Yes.
So I am coming now in front of you due dignitaries to speak to him urgently on the matter that persists us and continuously ignore me. So
yes.
So can you look and see a Nigerian versus somebody from Ghana versus somebody from other parts of Africa?
Not all the time. Well, not it's
Not all the
sometimes
time.
tough between West Africans. Like sometimes you see a Nigerian and a Ghanaian. It's like it's almost similar because it's like not that far from each other. You can't always tell. But if I see an Ethiopian,
Ethiopians look
I
definitely
mean, like
different.
they just look different from the region. But you can't always tell an Ethiopian and an Eritrean because they're right next door.
Now, with Ethiopians, I can tell Ethiopians from
Somalians.
Eritreans, but I can't tell them from Somalians.
I
That's
can.
the thing.
I
Somalians are a little darker, right?
Yep, Somalis are usually a little darker, and it's just you can kind of they kind of sometimes look a little similar, but usually they're a little bit darker. Usually,
Yeah.
and you go, "Oh, you're Somali," and then you go, and they go, "Oh, how'd you know?" I don't know. It's just like the Ethiopians are sometimes a little bit lighter, but there's some dark Ethiopians too. It's like, but there's a look.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, and then what's crazy is with the continent. You know, if you from Sierra Leone or you from Congo or Ghana, you know, it's kind of
Tough.
like I dated this chick from Togo that I didn't know that I thought that she was Nigerian,
Right.
but she showed me that her hips were different. Crazy, and all of them Togoan girls got a different, like a hip posture.
Yeah, I've been following them on. They got some of them on TikTok. They be twerking.
That shit's crazy. It's bananas.
So just like with, I can tell Korean, Vietnamese, Japanese, Chinese, Japanese from each other because Koreans' heads are bigger.
Koreans have big flat joints.
Like, so how many are we talking? Like more than a couple of centimeters, or like how much bigger?
Like,
well, Koreans usually have very square. They got a very like high cheekbones.
Yeah,
they got the
with that goddamn dome, that motherfucker hit with it.
But sometimes Chinese got the big joint, round joint.
Yeah, but Chinese head, that motherfucker pie face.
Yeah, it's like a big round.
Japanese, them niggas kind of like lemon heads. Like for real, them niggas heads a little different.
What
and
about
the teeth be kind of fucked up too.
Hey, now Vietnamese, what it give you trouble is Vietnamese and Cambodians. You got to wait until you see who can do this the longest. With Cambodians, whoever can squat like this the longest with no hands.
Yeah.
Whoever do that is Cambodian.
And if you hear, but Vietnamese, I always know, because that language is real gutter. That
them niggas be on it.
The Japanese are the whites of the Asian world. Am I right?
No. What the fuck?
No.
The Koreans would be more, I think.
But the Koreans ain't at the top of the food chain.
But I can tell the language.
Are the Japanese at the top of the food chain?
It's a battle between Koreans and the Japanese.
Japanese shit. I don't know. Chinese.
Give me the hierarchy of the Asian world.
Chinese.
Well, everybody comes from China.
Asia is big though. You know, Pakistani people is Asian. That's Asia.
Well, that's true.
Not the continent of Asia. What we know as Asian.
Well, China. They all come from all the Asians come from China. That's their Africa. They all come from China.
So the Chinese are the top of the food chain.
They're the oldest, yes.
Chinese top, unless you go into the Mongolian wars.
Well, yeah, you go to the Genghis Khan motherfuckers. That's a different.
Yeah,
that's Eurasian shit.
That's when the Africans come in. Am I right?
Oh well, they're all from Africa. They're all African because
everybody comes from
the Chinese come from, like, the Asiatic look comes from that tribe from South Africa, the San people, where they look like black Chinese. You saw what Mandela looked like. You saw Mandela look like
Mandela's black Chinese.
He's black Chinese. That's where all Asian people come from, that tribe. They're the oldest tribe on the planet. San people, South Africa, the Bush people. The Bush people. Let me show you a photo Rodney Perry. Let me show you a photo of the San people.
Oh, Rodney Perry. You don't want to start this history lesson, Rodney Perry, because he goes like
Rodney,
Yes, sir.
Rodney. This is Nelson
I
Mandela.
mean, this is
I
interesting.
will show you the right. I will show you the right, Rodney Perry. I will show you where Chinese people come from. Some people, South Africa. I will show you, Rodney Perry.
Rodney Perry. Hey, Rodney, you've never researched none of this?
No,
I mean, you don't have to call me out, but I'm
I'm
not
calling you the fuck
I'm
out.
I'm asking in like in sincerity.
I'm
I'm not.
in a perpetual state of learning.
Here, can I show you the San people? Can I show you where Asians come from?
Show it, Godfrey. Okay.
You see the Asiatic look?
They look like my cousin.
But you see that Asiatic eyes. You see they look like black Chinese.
No, not necessarily.
Yes, they do. What are you talking about?
I got a cousin in Chicago that look like them.
It look, okay. You don't think that looks like Chinese?
That
That's
could be Hawaiian. That could be any number of things.
No, but that's where I'm trying to tell you. Everybody's origin is African.
So you gonna show me a fucking picture and to make your point?
Yeah, because these are San people. I try to tell you.
I love black people like you.
That's where they come from.
Rodney.
Okay.
Rodney.
I'm not disputing that.
You can't
Rodney.
dispute it, Rodney, because it's
not trying to
scientific
dispute.
fact. Oh, okay.
What
What are you talking about, China? Look, you see? That's where Asians come from. It's been proven genetically. It's been proven.
Okay.
Rodney, you look like that. You from the San people. That's why your cousins look like that. Hey, Rodney, you look like the mad Asian man on the cartoon. Oh, I don't care what he said. Right.
I mean, obviously, y'all trying to make fun of me. I'm asking.
No one's making fun of you.
I'm asking y'all legitimate questions. Y'all want to kind of, throw me under the bus, but that's fine.
We not throwing you under the bus. We saying that you are from the oldest tribe that ever existed.
Yes.
Okay.
That's prestigious.
Rodney.
That's prestigious, Rodney.
Yes. Rodney. Ready? I will speak to you.
Oh, Rodney, you mad, Rodney?